Watching the dawn unfolding light from the horizon, breathing life through the air, silver glow of the sea. Let us build the world to serve humanity. Let education sow the seed of prosperity. Never-ending conquest to learn, to grow, to sail in this spiral dimension. University of Cebu, University of Cebu. Your commitment to the masses of the people. You have served all the best in education. You have given hope, a brighter future today. University of Cebu, your name in history. University of Cebu, University of Cebu. Shed a light to a new day. Welcome to invention. Light the torch of science, cradle of creation. Let the wheel signify trade and technology. Let the art symbolize man's ingenuity. Never-ending conquest to dream, to fight, winning the challenge of living. University of Cebu, University of Cebu. Your commitment to the masses of the people. You have served all the best in education. You have given hope, a brighter future today. University of Cebu, your name in history. University of Cebu, University of Cebu. Your commitment to the masses of the people. You have served all the best in education. You have given me hope, a brighter future today. University of Cebu, your name in history. University of Cebu.
Il Signore mi rende uno strumento della vostra pace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Dove ci è odio, lascialo seminare l'amore.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Dove ci è ferita,
Where there is injury,
dove ci è
where
dubbio,
there is doubt,
fede, dove ci è
where there is
disperazione,
despair,
sperare, dove ci è nerezza, illuminarsi, dove ci è la tristezza, Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to
ng Pilipinas.
Dr. Andrea M. Ando, Junior High School Principal, colleagues in the teaching profession, parents, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon. Thank you all for joining this virtual Parents Orientation for school year 2021-2022. This is a good first step in the right direction to forge synergy between all of us for one goal we all want to achieve, the education of our children. As we embark for another school year of students' holistic development, let us work hand in hand. Home-school partnership plays a very important role in achieving our goals of developing the child's full potential. Our hope is that while your child is with us, they will develop into a mature, happy, responsible young adult who is prepared to face the future with confidence. Your presence today manifested a strong bond of partnership and support for our students in reaching their potential. I wish I could welcome you all in person, and I'm sorry that I can't. Circumstances are different, and it is a very difficult time for everyone. The COVID-19 pandemic is having a very real effect on all of us, but together we make the most of it. In behalf of the entire junior high school family, I welcome you all to this virtual orientation. Thank you and have a great day.
Unsa man di ay ng ESC? ESC, or Educational Service Contracting. This is a public-private partnership in education since 1982 to democratize and improve access to quality education through government extension of financial assistance. This covers 4 years of junior high school starting from grade 7. Kini ang ESC financial assistance ni nga gihatag sa government para ma-improve ang access to quality education. Mangutana ko ninyo, giunsa man ni nato, giunsa man sa private school nga nakatabang taani. My dear parents, nakatabang ta sa gitawag og congestion kanang naghuot na ng mga bata sa atong public schools. Nakatabang ta sa paghatag og learning environment aron ang mga bata mas dali makat-on. Unya kay katungdanan man ni sa government ang paghatag sa mga bata og basic education, mao nga duna tay gitawag og public-private partnership through financial assistance. Pero dili kay private school ka, mahimo na kang ESC grantee or mahimo na kang ESC school. Kay kinahanglan ang usa ka private school magpakita siya sa iyang quality instruction. Kay before mahimo ang usa ka private school nga ESC school, kinahanglan mo pasar siya sa evaluation nga i-conduct sa Department of Education. Mao nga moingon ko nga di jud mo magmahay sa inyong pag-entrust sa inyong mga bata diri nato. Kay dili lang ESC school ta, we are also in our level 3 of PACOCOA accreditation. This is a genuine proof of quality education. Thumbs up pod mo diha. This is something that we are very proud of. Nya ngano man nga contracting kay ang student enter niya sa grade 7, ang iyang parent o ang school musign og gitawag nato og ESC Grantee Enrollment Contract nga musaad ang student, ang parent o ang school nga i-sustain gyud ang quality education nga humanon jud ang 4 years junior high school level. Giunsa man ang pamaagi sa financial assistance. E-GASP Act. This is expanded government assistance to students and teachers in private education, or we call it as Republic Act 8545. This provides the legal basis for ESC, as well as Article 14, Section 2.3 of the Philippine Constitution of 1987, that mandates the state to establish a system of, among others, subsidies and incentives to deserving individuals on both public and private schools. FAPI, this is the name of the fund. Fund for Assistance to Private Education. This is a perpetual trust fund created by and between the Philippines and United States governments under Executive Order Number 156, Series of 1968, for the purpose of providing assistance to private education in the country. DepEd, or the Department of Education. The DepEd is the institutional owner and regulator of the ESC and TSS, or the Teacher Salary Subsidy Program. PEAC. Ayan, igbasahan ninyo PIAC. PEAC gina siya, or Private Education Assistance Committee. This is the trustee of the FAPI, contracted by DepEd to administer the ESC and the TSS. Nya pila gyud di ay ning ESC grant, no? So ika 4 years naman ron pag-increase. So ang atong grade 7, grade 8, grade 9 o grade 10 makadawat na sila 11,000 for the whole year or whole school year. My day parents, ang importante lang atong timan-an ang mga terms, no? Atong i-summary. Kanang ESC mo na siya ang atong financial assistance. Mo na ang nagmatuod sa ka public-private partnership. Nya ang assistance gipaagi sa E-GASP Act or the Republic Act 8545. Niya ang giname sa fund, gitawag siya FAPI. Ang nag-regulate sa fund, ang DepEd. Niya ang trustee sa DepEd nga nag-administer sa fund is the PEAC. Karon, unsaon man, unsa may mga terms and condition nga para magpabilin tang recipient sa ESC. These are the following terms of the ESC grant. The grant is terminated if a grantee does any one of the following. Number 1, drops out for non-health reasons in the middle of the school year. Nabang undang lang, tunga-tunga sa tuig, wala gyud siya rason. Then, does not re-enroll the following school year. Sa to pa, nakapasar siya pero wala siya mo enroll pagkasunod tuig ni undang siya o sa ibutang tao sa katuig, no? And then fails to be promoted to the next grade level or is retained at the same grade level na hagbong. Is suspended for more than 2 weeks, dismissed or expelled by the school for disciplinary reasons. Or transfers to a non-ESC participating junior high school. Kay kung mo transfer, wala ra gud na siya problema, basta ang transferan sa bata, ESC school sad siya, kay madama niya ang ihang grant. So, ingon ra anak ka sayo, no? Ingon ra anak ka simple, magtarong sa eskwela, mo pasar, o magbinuutan, mo follow sa school rules. So, daghan kayong salamat sa pagpaminaw, and I hope that you already understand fully what ESC is all about. Kung doon na mo'y mga pangutana, i-reserve na lang na sa atong question and answer portion. Thank you, and again, maayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
The Basic Education, Vision, Mission, Program Objectives, Student Learning Outcomes, and Core Values. Our vision, an exemplary basic education department developing lifelong learners and stewards of God's creation who are committed citizens of the nation and of the world. The University of Cebu Junior High School ensures the development of lifelong learning skills such as communication competence, collaboration, critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, as well as technology and information literacy. In addition, we also develop in our students environmental and social awareness. Our mission: to offer quality preschool, grade school, junior high school, and senior high school education services in an enabling and supportive learning environment. The junior high school warrants a welcoming, supportive administration, faculty, and support services with a safe and friendly environment where students are safe and protected from harm and abuse. We create a learning atmosphere that is nurturing, in which students feel a sense of belongingness. Objectives: cognizant with the institutional vision, mission, goals, and outcomes, and the K-12 program of the Department of Education, the Basic Education Department aims to: number 1, develop communicative competence through personal, academic, social, and civic interactions. The junior high school program provides communicative competence not confined to classroom or academic undertakings, but also it promotes discussions and interactions in a social forum and in a community or national level. Number 2, provide knowledge and develop skills, attitudes, and values that foster creativity, curiosity, critical thinking, problem solving, and calculated risk-taking as responsible citizens. This program objective underscores the 21st century skills which are enhanced in all disciplines. We make sure that our program will produce holistic and well-rounded individuals who are creative, critical thinkers, problem solvers, and risk-takers. Our students are provided with teaching learning activities that foster all these skills to prepare them for employability and the challenges of life after school. Number 3, promote healthy living. It has been said that health is wealth, and so we are so conscious about instilling in our students the famous adage, healthy mind makes a healthy body. This is not just limited to food intake and physical exercises. In the advent of this pandemic, one tends to experience emotional and psychological stress that affects our physical activities. The good news is that we have the power to change negative thoughts and feelings into positive, rational, motivating thoughts, and in so doing, help create a healthy mind and a healthy body, which we inculcate in the minds of our students. Number 4, offer diversified learning experiences needed for higher education and the world of work. In preparation for the world of work, our junior high school curriculum employs a multifaceted instructional approach to ensure that learning outcomes are achieved with the most effective learning methods and online platforms. All students are encouraged to acquire learning experiences inside as well as outside classroom in the form of clubs, organizations, campus tour, seminars, symposiums, science fair, math fair, academic and cultural inter-campus and inter-school competitions, and a lot more. Such experiences serve to broaden the students' horizon, to enhance their capabilities in communication and intercultural understanding, and to better prepare them for the upcoming challenges in this ever-changing VUCA world. Unfortunately, all these diverse activities are deferred this school year due to pandemic. But nevertheless, as soon as we will be back to our normal in-person classes, these activities will continue. Our core values: I. Innovation. Be the visionary and the industry leader. C. Camaraderie. Living in the spirit of harmony and approachability. A. Alignment. All activities are geared towards core values and priorities. R. Respect. Always a professional, mindful of God, the university, the community, and self. E. Excellence. To be great at whatever it is that one does and go for the best. The Junior High School Learning Outcomes, SLO. The completers or graduates of junior high school level can: number 1, demonstrate communicative, technical, vocational, and scientific competence. This aligns with PO1. Number 2, make intelligent decisions through critical and creative thinking appropriate to their grade level. This also aligns with PO2. Number 3, exhibit civic-mindedness and cultural diversity. This aligns with PO1. Number 4, observe self-discipline and a wholesome lifestyle. This aligns with PO3. And number 5, engage actively in artistic and cultural activities. And this aligns with our PO4. That's all for our vision, mission, program objectives, our core values, and our student learning outcomes. Thank you.
The Junior High School Department of University of Cebu adapts the grading system from the Department of Education. This is based from the DepEd Order Number 18, Series of 2021, DepEd Order Number 31, Series of 2020, DepEd Order Number 36, Series of 2016, DepEd Order Number 8, Series of 2015, and DepEd Order Number 74, Series of 2012. The challenges brought to light by the coronavirus pandemic, specifically the implementation of different distance learning modalities, have sparked a larger conversation about the role grades play in student learning, prompting education sectors to rethink traditional grading schemes. The grading system implemented in this policy provides reasonable leniency to learners who are put to larger disadvantage by the pandemic, but at the same time does not compromise the integrity and principles of assessment and learning. Written works and performance tasks shall be administered to assess the content and performance standards that describe the knowledge, abilities, and skills that learners are expected to demonstrate. These tasks could be designed to include the following: students' learning portfolio that documents all evidence of learning within the grading period, including self-reflections, self-evaluations of performance tasks guided by rubrics, and self-selected best outputs in learning modules. Minimum of 4 written works and 4 performance tasks within the quarter, preferably 1 in 2 weeks, integrating 2 or more competencies. All competencies shall be covered by the performance task. Like for example, a performance task can be used to assess science, math, and English altogether for certain topics. This table 1 shows the weight distribution of the summative assessment components per learning area. For languages, araling panlipunan, and edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, 40% for written works and 60% for performance tasks. Science and math weighted 50% for written works and 50% for performance tasks. MAPE, EPP or TLE weighted 30% for written works and 70% for performance tasks. Here is a sample computation of a quarterly grade. Table 3 shows scores of written works and performance tasks in languages, araling panlipunan, and edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. For the written works, to get the total of the learner's score, we simply add 18, 22, 20, and 17 to get a total of 77. Now, how do we get the percentage score, which is abbreviated as PS? This will be our formula. The percentage score is equal to the learner's total raw score divided by the highest possible score times 100%. So from learner A scores, the percentage score is simply equal to 77 divided by 85 times 100 to get a percentage score of 91 for the written works. The process is the same for the performance task scores. Get the total of 12, 10, 19, and 15. That will give us 56. To get the percentage score, we will have 56 divided by 75 times 100%. That will give us 75 as the percentage score for the performance task. To get the weighted score or the weighted average, which is abbreviated as WA, this will be our formula. The weighted score or the weighted average is simply equal to the percentage score times the weight of the component. For written works, that is simply 91 times 40%. Thus, we get 36.4 as the weighted average for the written works. For the performance task, that is 75 times 60%. Thus, we get 45% as a weighted average for the performance task. How do we compute the initial grade? We will be using this formula. The initial grade is simply equal to the weighted average of the written work plus the weighted average of the performance task. To get learner A's initial average, we simply add 36.4 and 45 to get an initial grade of 81.4. Now, from this initial grade, we need to use a transmutation table, and this is taken from DepEd Order number 8, series of 2015, to get the quarter grade. The transmutation table has the highest grade of 100 and a lowest grade of 60, which we will be using this school year. The initial grade of 81.4 is equivalent to 88 from the transmutation table. So, learner A has a quarterly grade of 88. Another table of sample of computations from science and math subjects with the 50% written works and 50% performance tasks as components. And for MAPE, EPP or TLE, for written works, that's 30%, and 70% for performance task. How are grades computed at the end of the school year? The average of the quarterly grades produces the final grades. So this will be our formula. The final grade is simply equal to the first quarter grade plus second quarter grade plus third quarter grade plus fourth quarter grade divided by 4. So if we will be getting the final grade of science, we will be adding 86, 87, 85, 84. Then the sum will be divided by 4, getting a final grade of 86 for science. The general average is computed by dividing the sum of all final grades by the total number of learning areas. Each learning area has equal weight. So this will be our formula. The general average is equal to the sum of final grades of all learning areas divided by total number of learning areas in a grade level. So in our example, if we will be getting the final grade of this certain student, we will be adding all the learning grades, all the final grades. Okay, so that is 85 plus 90 plus 83 plus 86 plus 91 plus 90 plus 81 plus 85 divided by the number of learning areas. And we will be getting an average of 86. Now take note, the final grade in each learning area and the general average are reported as a whole number, as stated in DepEd Order number 36, series of 2016. What awards do we give? The Academic Excellence Award. The Award of Academic Excellence within the quarter is given to learners from grades 1 to 12 who have attained an average of at least 90 and passed all learning areas. The average grade per quarter is reported as a whole number following DepEd Order number 8, series of 2015. Table 1 shows the specific Academic Excellence Award given to learners who meet the following cut-off grades. With highest honors, having an average grade per quarter of 98 to 100. With high honors, having an average grade per quarter of 95 to 97. With honors, having an average grade per quarter of 90 to 94. Here are the guidelines for Academic Excellence Awards. Recipients of these awards shall have attained a general weighted average of 90 and passed all learning areas. This is from DepEd Order number 36, series of 2016. Candidates for honors must not have a final grade lower than 85, and they should have no grade lower than 80 in any quarter. This is taken from DepEd Order number 74, series of 2012. This DepEd order provides for the interim policy guidelines in giving of awards and recognition in light of the Learning Continuity Plan of school year 2020 to 2021 that will be implemented by public elementary and secondary schools nationwide this school year 2020 to 2021. Private school, technical, and vocational institutions and higher education institutions, including state and local universities and colleges offering the K-12 basic education program, are encouraged to implement these interim policies. As well, private schools and institutions are permitted to modify these policy guidelines according to their philosophy, vision, and mission. Academic Excellence Award is a grade level award that is given to learners from grades 6, 10, and 12 who have attained a general average of at least 90 and a passing final grade in all learning areas. That's from number 36, series of 2016. This award, which covers the following categories: with highest honors, with high honors, with honors, is the only award that shall be given this school year 2020 to 2021. The following table provides the awards to be suspended and the awards to be recognized for the school year 2020 to 2021. So these are the awards to be suspended. Academic Excellence Awards for grades 1 to 5, grades 7 to 9, and grade 11. Classroom Awards, Performance Awards for kindergarten, Conduct Awards, Recognition for Perfect Attendance. Grade Level Awards, Leadership Award, Award for Outstanding Performance in Specific Disciplines, Award for Work Immersion, Award for Research or Innovation, Award for Club or Organization Achievement, and Special Recognition. Awards to be recognized this school year: Academic Excellence Awards for graduating or moving up learners from grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12. Academic Excellence Awards, however, shall not be suspended for graduating or moving up learners from grade 6, 10, and 12. Academic Excellence Awards are highly valued by learners and their families, teachers, and the community, owing to their profound effect on motivation, self-efficacy, and determination of learners to consistently perform and strive to do better, especially in these trying times. These awards are also indispensable in applying for scholarship and admission as learners transition to junior high school, senior high school, and college, respectively. Conversely, Academic Excellence Award should be suspended for learners from grades 1 to 5, grade 7 to 9, and grade 11 for this school year 2020 to 2021. The Junior High School Department's implementation of the grading system is in compliance to the Department of Education's Order of Memorandum. Thank you so much, everyone.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Junior High School Basic Orientation Program. This is Ms. Villarmosa, your Basic Education Registrar. Today, I will be discussing with you the services we render to our students. First, we handle the admission process of basic education students from nursery, kinder, elementary, junior high school, and senior high school students. We started last year with our enrollment online, and till now we are still using the online enrollment, though we already accepted also walk-in enrollment transaction. As you have experienced, or many of you parents as well, did the online application, so you log in to the enrollment.uc.edu.ph, and for the new students, you just have to click the button New Students. For our old, you have to click Old Continuing, as well as for the transferees and returnees, and then the steps were given. So this is the process or the flow of your enrollment application. You log in, and then you remember you verify the code sent to your email address, and then it went through the principal's approval, accounting validation. Although please take note, for our incoming grade 7 as well as our old students, we waived the registration fee, since most of you are ESC subsidy grantees. Then step 4, it goes back to the principal for the assigning of section, and the final step is on us, the registrar's confirmation of enrollment and issuance of class program or your study load. Once your enrollment application has been validated, the principal also has assigned section. The registrar officially confirms the enrollment and issues the class program through the student's enrollment portal. To access the class program, just have to go back to enrollment.uc.edu, username and password as what you use. The class program is downloadable and printable. Then we also protect the integrity of the students' records through our records management system. We keep and safeguard the students' records. We have a student's envelope, individual jacket or envelope wherein your very important documents are placed inside that jacket. We also issue and release a student's record, guided of course by the Data Privacy Act of 2012 and the university's policy on releasing of records. What are the requirements on the releasing of records? The records usually that you would ask from us, the Form 138, Form 137, and then request for Form 137, though this is a school-to-school transaction. Some certificates like the ESC or Certificate of Enrollment for scholarship and certified true copies in other documents. So if a student claims the record, just have to accomplish the form for release of records and photocopy of the student's ID, clearance slip if needed. If a parent or guardian claims the record, then we have to see to it or check that the name of the parent or the guardian is registered in the student's record. So if it is, then still a duly accomplished form for release of record, photocopy of student's ID, and photocopy of parent or guardian's ID. However, if a representative, not the parent or their guardian, claims the document, we need the following: notarized authorization or special power of attorney, executed by the parent or the student if the student is legal age at the place of origin of the affiant. So for example, the mother is issued the SPA in Bohol, then it should be notarized by a lawyer in Bohol. And then a photocopy of the ID of the student, a photocopy of ID of the authorized representative. Also, this is very important. Parents, please take note, because we don't want that at the end of the semester you will say, how come my student failed? It's because also of our lapses as parents of not checking on the grades of our students. So these are the schedule. Report cards or card slip are issued every quarter, end of the quarter, first quarter and second quarter for the first semester. For the second semester, you have the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Quarterly grades can be viewed and downloaded by logging in at the enrollment portal using your ID as the username and date of birth as in this format, February 2, 15, 20. Final report card is issued at the end of the school year and issued through the principal's office. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we noticed that there's a bulk of parents and most of the students came in to get their card from us. This time, at the end of the school year, we will forward all the report cards to the principal's office. Another service that we render is we evaluate credentials, prepare documents for graduation or for you moving up, assist in the correction of name or entry in the PSA birth certificate, serves as liaison officer to government and private agencies, take charge in the enrollment and inclusion of the student for the ESC subsidy. Therefore, talking about ESC subsidy, kindly submit immediately the documentary requirements possible before the end of September. Regional final report card or Form 138, photocopy of PSA birth certificate, ID picture, 2x2 ID pictures, 2 pieces po niya. Original ESC certificate from a previous junior high school if you are transferring and you are an ESC grantee from previous school. Submit personally to our office or send by a reliable courier the hard copy of these documents. Kindly disregard if you have submitted already your original report card and a photocopy of PSA birth certificate. These four documentary requirements are needed for you to be included in the ESC subsidy and for your official DepEd LIS enrollment, and of course, for records purposes to complete your enrollment documentary requirements with the registrar's office. I have two important reminders. For grade 7, ESC subsidy additional requirement form sent through your advisor. This is the ESC contract form and the 2x2 recent ID picture I just already mentioned. Deadline September 17. Must submit the hard copies of letters A and B. Second important reminder, please check your email, students' email, on this link that we have sent to you individually, DepEd Modified Learner Enrollment and Survey Form. This form is an initial requirement before we can enroll you in the DepEd LIS enrollment, and we can enroll you in the junior high school voucher program. Kindly fill up the form and send online to us immediately. And lastly, this is our school calendar. Start of classes, August 23, adjustment orientation period, August 23, but then we extended that to now, September 10. Submission of original documents, July 1 to September 25. First semester ends on December 23. Then we go back to school on January 24, 2022. Thank you and be safe. Amping tang tanan. Always keep social distancing. Have a good day.
Welcome to University of Cebu, Maine, Students Accounting Section. Students Accounting Section is in charge with the following: computation of school fees, inclusions are per unit, registration and miscellaneous fees, laboratory fees, posting of discount and privileges, sending of billing, statement of accounts to different companies and sponsors. How to compute your required payment per exam? We have here a sample assessment. Total assessment, 19,419 pesos, less entrance fee 200 pesos, a total of 19,219 pesos divided by the number of examination, the amount to be paid per exam, 2,135 pesos. Cash discounts. A student will be given 10% cash discount on his or her tuition fee if he or she will pay in full. Deadline for cash payments would be September 16 on first semester. Take note that students with other scholarship and privileges cannot avail the discount. Charges for withdrawal. School year 2021 to 2022. If a student withdraws on August 23 to September 11, 2021, charges would be registration fee. On September 13 to 18, 2021, charges would be 10% of tuition fee plus registration fee. On September 20 to 25, 2021, charges would be 20% tuition fee plus registration fee. On September 27 onwards, charges would be full charges regardless if whether or not the student has actually attended classes. Assessment slip. For your monthly due, you may get printed copy of your assessment slip from your principal, or you may check your enrollment portal. Or you may direct contact us through email inquiries.ucmainstudentaccounting@gmail.com or on our FB page, Students Accounting Section UC Maine. Or you can call us on telephone number 255-7777, local number 4103. Thank you.
To Dr. Andrea M. Ando, our dear principal in the Junior High School Department of University of Cebu Main Campus, to my colleagues, dear parents, guests, and friends, to this Parents Orientation School Year 2021-2022. I am your Prefect of Discipline, and allow me to discuss with you first the definition of what discipline is. Discipline is a behavior alteration without giving pain while maintaining norms and authority. That means to say that we are after for the change in behavior, not to punish anybody, especially when they will be able to violate any rules and regulations of the school. So for today's orientation, we will be discussing some concerns, especially when these concerns we considered as problems and conflicts that arise in the virtual classroom but not limited to. First, bullying. May it be in any form. Concerned student may report the issue to his or her subject teacher or class advisor. The teacher or the class advisor may settle the issue among our students. While it will be settled at their level, okay, it's fine. However, if it needs to be studied further, it will be endorsed to the level coordinator. And if it still needs some help, so it will be endorsed to the prefect of discipline, then to the principal when it will not be solved at the level of the prefect of discipline, and if it needs legal help, so it will be endorsed to legal. All of this needs some documents, evidences, and most of all, the narrative report which started from the teacher or the class advisor. So hopefully it will not really go far as legal. So may I ask our dear parents or guardians, if in case your attention will be called, please attend to it right away. Second one is the gross disrespect to person in authority. During student-teacher interaction and collaboration with other learners as part of the class activities like video conferencing, discussion forums, group tasks, and class discussions through the LMS. In all of these activities, respect to each one's participation is highly recommended. 3. Habitual tardiness, absences, and cutting classes. So this will be discussed further later on. Number 4. Non-submission of assigned tasks given as home self-directive learning or HSDL, and commonly used as asynchronous activity or asynchronous schedule. So we will be assigning our students tasks to do, especially in our class program scheduling. Our classes are really from Monday to Friday. You notice that most of our subjects are on the days from Monday to Thursday. Friday is considered as the asynchronous day or schedule for all subjects except for Galileo classes, okay, or the science classes. Why is it like that? So the subjects are arranged in such a manner when there will be already a possibility that we will have the face-to-face. Our class schedule is more or less ready for that face-to-face encounter of us, the teachers, and with your children, our students. So for the basic policies, the first one will be attendance. In attendance, it will include tardiness, cutting classes, and absences. May we encourage and motivate your children. Hopefully, you will be with us, our dear parents and guardians, that they may be attending classes or they will attend classes on or before the scheduled class. And we will also try to monitor them that they will avoid to cut class or to be absent. But for instances in which there will be some interruptions on the internet connection, please let your children notify their advisor, notify their teachers, so that the said or teachers or the concerned teachers will be able to do activities that may be considered as make-up activity for your children who miss the classes. And attendance is said to be the success in the subject is dependent on the learner's participation and engagement throughout the school year. As such, learners are required to complete all assignments and to actively participate in this class discussion, whether online, which is synchronous, offline, which is the asynchronous. For policies on school uniform, we are encouraging your children to wear their uniform. But for those new students, either they may be grade 7 or transferees, we know that as of now, you do not have your uniform. And during this pandemic time, it's also very impractical for us to require you to have your uniform. So with this, we may require you to wear decent attire, which means it has sleeves and with collar. During my orientation with your children, I encourage them to wear white shirt for the boys, and then for girls, if they have white blouses, so that more or less, they will be able to condition their minds that they are in school. That is the reason behind why we still include the school uniform as part of our policies on online classes. The haircut or the hairstyle for boys. Our prescribed haircut is 2x3 barber's clean cut or crew cut. I understand that not all of our children can go out. But if you will have the opportunity, please let our children, especially the boys, observe this policy so that they may be able to develop the discipline in each one of them. For the girls, refrain from coloring your hair. Tie or pin your hair properly. Wearing of makeup or lipstick is still not allowed. But if in case when it needs in the pictorials, especially for grade 10 students, they will be required to submit pictures for their moving up. We are going to put it or include it in our guidelines. Okay? Just follow the guidelines. When it said that you can wear light makeup and lipstick, wear them. Okay? You can do so. However, in regular classes, it's not allowed. Okay? Thank you very much. So this is how barbers 2x3 barbers clean cut or crew cut look alike. Up to what extent, this will be the usual question, up to what extent of school authorities to discipline? When students misbehave outside the campus and misconduct complained of directly affects the offender's status as a suitable member of that community, there is no reason why schools may not impose disciplinary sanctions on him or her. But whenever children misbehave, we teachers know this already, that we are going to impose positive and non-violent discipline to children. So in line with this, may I share to you, our dear parents, the principles to positive discipline. First, respect the child's dignity. Second, develop pro-social behavior, self-discipline, and character. Third, maximize the child's active participation. Fourth, respect the child's developmental needs and quality of life. 5. Respect the child's motivation and life views. 6. Assure fairness and justice. And when we talk about fairness, it is about equity and non-discrimination. And number 7, promote solidarity. The core of positive discipline. Catch students or your child or your ward doing the right thing and reward them immediately. Mistakes are wonderful opportunities to learn. So we will allow our children to commit mistakes, and from there, we will make some corrections. Let them realize, because these things will be considered as opportunities for them to learn skills in life and how they will deal life in the near future. The most important among the core of positive discipline is for us teachers and parents to make sure that the message of love always gets through. Thank you, everyone.
This fair Visayan eyes, with this azure blue sky, stands you see our beloved, lofty in all her glory, sparks of wisdom, hope, and joy, always kindling in our hearts. Thy precious name, thy glorious name, will shine through all eternity. Thy name shall ever be our guide. Thy light, our inspiration. Keep up the light of glowing bright. To thy portals, dear alma mater. Hail, praises be to thee. Onward, show us the way.